Hello, everyone. Hello, this is Luba Evans. So, we're going to get started with our Attract Soulmate 3-day class. I am very excited to be here and let's allow people to gather. I hope that you can see me well, you can hear me well. Please put something into the comments so that I would know that you're here with me. And what I would like for you to do is to tell me where you're coming from and to tell me what is your biggest challenge right now with men. Okay, so this is a new group. We haven't really discussed this yet. What is the most challenging right now, and what is it that you would like me to cover over the course of the next month going into 2021. So the good evening, Marisol. Good evening, everyone. Yeah, Ottawa, beautiful. So just keep posting where you're coming from and what your biggest challenge with men is. Today is our first day of Attract Soulmate class. And today we will be covering a very important topic, my loves. And that topic is 3 magical questions to ask a guy to make sure that he is relationship material, to make sure that he's not a commitment phobe, and to make sure that his intentions are noble. And why is it so important, my loves? It is so important because so many women, oh, really, Massachusetts, I'm in Massachusetts right now. So many women make an assumption that something is happening, that something serious is happening. So for most guys, unless they told you, I love you, they feel like they're getting a free ticket. They're getting a free pass. Most guys, if there was never a conversation about a long-term relationship, marriage, or a commitment, or even monogamy, most guys nowadays, when you're just starting to date them, they feel that they are not responsible for your feelings or they're not responsible for the relationship. So how can we protect ourselves? How can a woman like you, a sensitive, loving, beautiful woman with a big heart, can protect her beautiful heart from being hurt over and over and over again? And if you would like to know that, please put yes into the comments. And there is also a 15-minute conversation available with one of our coaches, and Marie, to help you with your specific situation. The link to set that conversation is posted right next to the title of this post. So has it ever happened to you, my love, that you started out with a guy, it was really hot, everything was going really well, flowing really well, and all of a sudden you feel like, he's losing interest? Yeah, or let's say he's playing hot and cold, or he's missing for days. Has it ever happened to you? Or let's say he just disappears into the ether and you feel just like, what the hell happened? It felt like everything was going really well. Okay, my love. So one of the reasons, there are many reasons why it could be possibly happening, but one of the reasons why it is happening is because you really did not cover your grounds with this guy. And covering your grounds, it's almost like signing an agreement. It's like a subconscious contract. So when we step into any kind of interaction with another person, we're always signing an unconscious contract. So let's say if you are meeting a man and you went out for dinner and then he gave you some compliments. For example, he told you that you look hot. He smiled at you. He offered you his hand. He tried to kiss you and you accepted the kiss. What is the contract that has been signed? The unconscious contract that has been signed is this: I am okay. You basically told him, I am okay being physical with you. I'm okay allowing you into my tender, beautiful, feminine goddess world, even though you did not make any effort yet to establish emotional intimacy with me, even though you did not tell me what your plans are for your life, for example, and even though you didn't put any offer on this table. So just consider that contract to be signed, and all the other interaction with this man is going to be based on that contract. So how do we make sure that that does not happen, does not ever happen? 3 magic questions. Here we go. Are you ready? And I hope you have your pen and your pencil to write that down, but also you will have the recording. Question number 1 that you can ask any guy on a first date. It does not require any kind of real intimacy, and it's a very easy question to ask. Question number 1 is, who is your masculine superhero? Who is your masculine role model? Okay, my love? So why is it so important? Because most men in the universe are trying to be good. Even when they're being bad, they still like to feel righteous. They still like to feel like they're doing the right thing. So they want to be like their role model. They're trying to do their best to become that. So somebody's role model might be James Bond. Okay, my love? So James Bond has a different lover in every city of the world. And James Bond doesn't even remember his lovers' names. So if that is the role model of the guy that you went out on a date, he's not your guy. Okay, my love? Or for example, if his role model is Jimi Hendrix, or his role model is some kind of rock musician who really went all the way out there, was revolutionary, wild, ecstatic, and also, let's say, died from drug overdose. Okay, so that is going to tell you immediately again that this guy is not a relationship material. Now, sometimes this guy is going to tell you, well, my role model is my father. Okay, so this is very cool because then you can dig into, oh, tell me about your father. Tell me more about that, which, by the way, is a fantastic filler anytime when you're lost for words and you just want to keep the conversation going. You can always say, tell me more about that. So tell me more about your father. So let's hear it. Let's find out. Let's understand who is his father. So if his father lived with his mother, or let's say another woman for many years, providing and caring for her and the children, that's a great role model. So he scored 1. Okay. But if his father is somebody, again, who was cheating on his mother, or who was, for example, a player, or for example, who is some kind of a spy, who is never at home, who is a workaholic, then that also is going to show you what this man is seeing for himself in his best version, in his highest version. Okay, so that is question number 1. Who is your masculine role model? Please write down if that makes sense to you. Yes, do you like it? Does it make sense? Can you use it? And if you have any questions, you can post it into the comments. Question number 2 is this. How did your previous relationship end? Why is it so important? Well, first of all, we would love to know how long, what is the longest relationship he had? Okay, so if we are talking about a man who is over 35 years old, we want to see that he was able to hold at least one relationship for at least more than 4 years. So we're definitely looking for a man like that. If a man was not able to hold a longer term relationship, that is telling us that really most likely he either gets cold feet in terms of commitment, or maybe he is attracted to women who are not emotionally available women. Maybe he's attracted to like really wild women, to bad girls, or maybe he actually is so emotionally unavailable that women leave him all the time. So we want to know how long his longest relationship was. And then we want to know how the last relationship ended. Yeah, we really want to know that. And when you bear with me and continue your education with me, you will also learn how to pose those questions in a way that seems really natural and smooth, and so it doesn't feel contrived. It doesn't feel like you're at an interview interrogating him or anything of this kind. So we want to understand how the relationship ended. Why? Well, first of all, it's going to tell us everything about his attitude towards women. So, for example, there are many men who have been hurt by women. So, a man would often say something like, well, my ex was a crazy lunatic. Okay. And it might feel kind of like nice as you're listening to it, thinking, oh my God, she was a crazy lunatic and I am not a crazy lunatic. Okay. But in reality, that answer is really bad. That answer is actually showing that this man is taking zero responsibility for the relationship. That possibly this man did not understand anything about what happened, especially if that crazy lunatic was a wife and a mother of his 3 children, and was his wife that he lived with for 30 years, for example. So for some reason, he chose the crazy lunatic. He chose to have children with a crazy lunatic. And then he chose to stay with her day after day after day after day. So either there is something wrong with him and he's attracted to lunatics, which means he's not going to be attracted to you if you're a good woman without drama. Maybe he loves drama. Or maybe she actually wasn't so much of a lunatic, but she possibly accumulated a lot of resentment towards him for a variety of reasons. So, how do women accumulate resentment towards men? And I would love to hear it from you as well. What do you think? How have you ever experienced resentment towards a man? So what I can tell you, what usually happens is this: a woman gets disappointed. She gets disappointed because the man is not giving her the love and the support that she really needs. And sometimes a woman is expecting the man to be a mind reader, which is something that I advise strongly against. And I teach my students how to express their needs lovingly, but in a tender and strict way, to really set that man up for success. But many women are acting in a slightly passive aggressive way, pretending that everything is okay and eating things up, while really not being satisfied, often not being satisfied in the way that the man is providing for them, often not being satisfied in a way that he's helping at home with the children, and very often not being satisfied, understood, or seen sexually. And so that resentment starts to grow, and it grows, and it grows, and it grows. And then this woman who was thought to be a nice girl explodes, and then she turns into crazy lunatic, while the man is walking out of the marriage or a relationship without taking any responsibility and not understanding what happened whatsoever. So this kind of a man, that means that he hasn't done his inner work. Also, sometimes a man would say, yeah, she was a crazy lunatic. You know how women are. So that is a gigantic red flag that is showing you that this man was so hurt by women, so traumatized by women, so wounded, that he's going to be actually toxic towards you. So we definitely are looking for a man who has peace, admiration, and a very noble attitude towards the feminine. So if you ever encountered a man who expressed some kind of attitude towards women in general, or towards the feminine, that is based on pain that he's experienced, that is not a good man for you. That's not a man who's going to make you happy in a relationship. Now, the third question, we come to the third question, and very, very important question. And in my program, I teach how to establish instant intimacy with a person. And it's a special process when you are helping that person to get really in touch with their childhood and the dreams of the childhood and the current dreams and the current challenges, and really make them feel held and understood and seen. Like, and men love that. So I'm not going to go through that whole process right now. For now, I'm just going to give you the actual question that you can be asking. So this question is about his dreams. Okay, my love. So you want to ask him a very specific question. And this question in my book, as a love coach with such an incredible success rate for my clients and students, in my book, this question is a deal breaker if it's not answered correctly. So this question is, so tell me, describe, draw, paint, tell me, how do you see yourself in the absolutely best case scenario in a year? So here we are, for example, sitting, here we are right now, this is December, we're coming close to New Year's. So next New Year, where do you want to celebrate it, and how do you want to celebrate it, and who is by your side, who is next to you during at that party, or at your birthday, or at some other event? And so a man who is husband material, a man who is relationship material, is going to tell you exactly what he's seeing. And he's going to say, well, I want to be on this Caribbean shore, sipping sipping margaritas, or sipping what is it called, Bahama Mama, with my beautiful bride on my side, or with a beautiful partner, with my life partner, my co-conspirator, my co-creator on my by my side. That is the kind of man we're looking for. Okay, and if he says something like, yeah, I don't know, I'm open to anything, that's it. This is the moment. This is the moment when you say, well, the dessert was great. Thank you. It was an interesting meeting. Let me know when you are ready for a new person in your life. I might still be available. Who knows? Good luck. And that's it. That's it. So if this man tries to give you something like, yeah, I don't know, well, I'm open, I really want to travel, or I need to focus on the next step in my career, or if he starts saying things like, well, I'm thinking of buying a house somewhere, I'm thinking of moving to a different city. So I'm here to tell you, my love, Keisha, Grace, Natalie, yeah, all of you guys, beautiful ladies, Marisol, believe me, if that man is saying that, believe him. He is telling you the truth. This is exactly what's going to be happening. You're not there to change him. This would be the most miserable time and the most miserable frame and situation that you would put yourself in. Or if, God forbid, that man is in a relationship right now and is not yet separated, or God forbid married, this is definitely something I do not recommend at all for anyone to get involved with, because you're really picking up that karma upon yourself. And if you are crossing another woman who's your sister, first of all, most likely you will be also crossed in this life in the same way, but also it's your own feminine that you're hurting. So being in solidarity with other women, with the feminine, is what multiplies your own feminine power. And in general, it is our service for the world, especially right now when the world needs us to be together so much. Again, in my programs, there is this absolutely unbendable sisterhood with 100% support. And so this is so important to learn that when a man is with another woman, you have 1/4 of a second to make a decision whether to pursue this interest or not. If you didn't make that decision within 1/4 of a second, it might be too late. So when you find out that this man is with somebody else, I don't care what you're feeling. You can be all wet, crazy, shivering, thinking he was your soulmate for 5,000 lives. It does not matter. That quarter of a second, you have a choice. You can choose to completely block that connection energetically until he is completely free. So if that man is not free, if he's separating, or for example, oh, I'm just sharing the house with my ex. Yeah, that is complete BS. He's not sharing the house with his ex. You have no idea what's happening in this house, and the most importantly, he is still astrally, energetically connected to that ex. He is not available. He's not desperate. We want him to be in a state of a desperate, lonely wolf. By the way, we'll talk about it in a second. So when you see that this man, yeah, I'm just looking around, you're looking around. Okay, so one more question could be, so how would you know when you found the one? Okay, how would you know? And if he really knows, then maybe there is something that could be pursued there, or you could allow yourself to be pursued. But if it's just that, yeah, I don't know, I haven't really found the one, yeah, I just need to feel it. Like, when you feel things like that, that means that man is not ready for a relationship. So consider him applying for that position. You're creating the position of this high quality partner in your life, and all those candidates are coming. You are the bride. You are the captain of the ship, my love. You hire, you fire, you filter out the candidates. So this is very, very important. So that was the 3 questions. Hi, Vivian. Yes, I'm glad that you agree. So now again, if you have any questions, please post them into the comments. I still did not see anyone posting what your biggest challenge is yet with men, which is something that would be helpful for the questions and answers topic. And now we're going to go into different types of men. This is a very fun topic. Yeah, this is a classification that I have created many years ago, and it's been really fun and very, very helpful in all of my coaching classes. Okay, my love. So, so I see meeting the right one. Okay, we'll talk about it on day 3. So here's the classification of men that you're going to encounter. Number 1, a man whose type is a wolf. So let me tell you what a wolf man is. And as I go through types, you can post into the comments what kind of men you have encountered in your life, what kind of men you have met, and what kind of a man you would like to meet, who is the right one for you. So who is a wolf? A man who is a wolf. A wolf is loyal. A wolf wants to be useful. He can be lonely. Maybe he doesn't have friends, or he might be socialized. He has a lot of masculine energy. Wolves are generally not very good kissers, but they can perform powerfully sexually in terms of testosterone. They're related to dogs, and they want to serve, and they want to be rewarded, and they want to belong. So when a man whose type is a wolf finds himself in a pack, which is his family, he actually can become a really good leader. Wolves are grateful, they're faithful, and they generally make really good partners who really respect the female wolf. Female wolf, her name in Latin is Loba. Loba stands for the ancient woman, sacred feminine, La Loba. So maybe some of you read this book, Women Who Run with the Wolves. So the she-wolf, Loba, is a powerful creature. She's the head of the pack together with him. Okay, so the wolves are able to be really good partners who will be your equal partners in the pack. So the sensitivity of a wolf is that they usually cannot forgive betrayal. So their heart is actually very deep and very tender. So the strategy to get a man of a wolf type is to give more feedback, give praise, ask for more favors. He's going to be happy to comply, to feed him hearty meals, and to give tasks for him to achieve, small actionable tasks, and to challenge him within reason. So that's a wolf. Okay, my love. Then, so if you had a wolf in your life, please type wolf. Or if you want to attract a wolf, also please type a wolf. The next one is tiger. So tigers are very sexy, very attractive. Feminine energy in a tiger is more developed than in a wolf. A tiger is more artistic. He dresses well. He's charming. He's going to be a good kisser. I'm wearing his vest right now. Actually, this vest belongs to a friend of mine who is a real tiger. So he's more conscious in sex. He has good taste. And he's more complete by himself than a wolf. So he's not that interested in being useful. And we can say that actually he is pretty independent. Okay, my love? So, like, he likes to walk on his own like a big wild cat. So tigers are very attractive and many women are interested in tigers. So what is the strategy to captivate his heart? What is the strategy to invite this tiger to your home and entice this tiger to stay with you and to love you? So the strategy is act more independent, okay, my love, which is not something you want to do with a wolf. If you act very independent with a wolf is just gonna run. So with the tiger, you should be laughing at him. And by the way, here I am. Actually, I told you that I will be crushing some dangerous myths that some coaches, especially male coaches, are spreading about men and women and how things should be. So here is one thing. One size does not fit all. Does it make sense? There are different kind of men. So some men really like it when you're running away and they have to chase like a tiger. And other men will be really intimidated if you're running away, like a wolf. Okay, my love? So there are men who should be praised, men who are a little bit less secure, and there are men who should be teased like a tiger. Okay, so with the tiger, excite his imagination, make him imagine things that he hasn't imagined before. Excite his imagination with sophisticated lingerie, for example, with interesting outfits and other things which appeal to his senses. And you know what the senses are? You can put them down into the comments. It is the visual, the smell. Tigers are very, very sensitive to smell. They want to make sure that you smell good and exciting. So be very, very elaborate with your appearance if you're trying to hook a tiger. So generally, a tiger is a challenging but exciting partner. He usually tries to delay having children, but when he does, he really loves them dearly. So often children transform him completely. So that's a tiger. The next one, so put into the comments if you like the tiger and if you ever loved a tiger, okay, or if you were ever attracted to a tiger, if you're trying to captivate a tiger or seduce a tiger, and if you succeeded or if at that time you failed. Okay, so the next type is one of my favorites. It's an elephant. I love elephants. So not every woman is able to have a life with an elephant. You have to be very self-sufficient to be with an elephant, because elephants are not going to make you suffer at all. Elephants are not the kind of type that is going to make you feel insecure, or that is going to even talk about any problems in the relationship. Elephant is going to allow you to be in complete comfort, so that if you are the type who likes a challenge, who likes a thrill, you better find that challenge and that thrill in your career or at your work. which is actually a really nice situation when you are challenged in your career and you feel really comfortable at home in your relationship. And I personally love being very, very comfortable in my relationships because my career is obviously really ambitious and challenging. I'm trying to serve as many people in the world as I can, raising consciousness and spreading the light. So I really, at a certain point in my life, after I myself was attracted to challenging men, narcissists, tigers, feminine men, um, I actually really healed my love blueprint and started attracting and being attracted to wolves and elephants and just men who totally have my back. Men, especially my boyfriend, who is emotionally extremely supportive every day, always on my side. So elephants are kind, open, loyal, stable, smooth, and giving. And I love that. Elephants love to please. They are not interested in any kind of games, especially submission dominant games. Elephant likes to move at his own pace. So elephant is a secret jewel. He is usually an undervalued stock in some way. So his value is usually much higher than his confidence. So the elephant is a good deal. And elephant can really be a great foundation for you to shine in your own brightness. The strategy is to feed him, not to play games, to give him compliments, to acknowledge his good qualities, and watch over his health. Okay, my love, elephants sometimes need a woman with some extra fire to motivate him, but once they are on the path, they are simply unstoppable. So elephant is a dream of a father to have for anybody. Elephants really make the absolutely best father figures. Okay, we have 1 to 3 more types of men to go. So please give me something. Tiger fail. Okay, yeah, somebody would love a tiger. Okay, fantastic. So yeah, keep putting things into the comments. It's very helpful. A monkey. All right, so a monkey is a workaholic. A monkey is a fast talker. He's very efficient. It's very hard for a monkey to rest his monkey mind. And the truth is, he doesn't really have time to really see a woman or anyone for real. He tends to argue a lot just for the sake of it. So monkeys are often really brilliant and very successful. They're also responsible and take care of things really fast. There is no need to push them. On the contrary, you should be coming up with activities that will slow the monkey down and calm down his mind. That is the strategy. And if he's yelling and if he is hyperventilating, if he is being hyper, just hug him, give him chamomile tea, buckets of chamomile tea, and you'll be fine. Monkeys are often, as I said, very successful. Monkeys often test boundaries and they test who is in charge with their partners. It is important for you to hold that boundary, which is something that we will be talking about tomorrow. It's important for you to show your teeth once in a while with the monkey and to reveal your own inner alpha to win the respect of a monkey man. So if you have your own inner alpha also, please put it into the comment. Just say, yes, I have that alpha. And don't be afraid to speak your mind with the monkey. Just don't do it at his speed because it will be detrimental to your health. Okay, my love. The next one is a badger. So who is a badger? So a badger is usually a bachelor who lives in a bachelor pad and who has been a bachelor for a really long time. So bachelors are usually really protective of their own space. He lives in a hole of his own making. And a bachelor usually is really egocentric and he thinks that he is such a gift that if he's sharing things about his life and his plans, you and everyone else should be just grateful for that. if he's even talking about himself. The badger is a big queen inside. And badgers often have a very refined taste, and often badgers are very artistic. Badgers could be hidden femme men. That's a man whose inner feminine is stronger than yours. So if you've ever been with a femme man, let's say a man who would be looking at himself in the mirror for a longer time than you look at yourself in the mirror, seeing like, yeah, am I looking good? Do I look good? Look at me. Is this a good shirt for me? Yeah, look at me. And then if you ask him, well, how is this dress on me? He'll be like, yeah, it's fine. All right, so that's a badger. Badgers, sometimes they have really soft skin and soft hands and beautiful eyes. They can be very attractive and seductive, but don't be deceived. He's egocentric. Do not date him. Leave him alone in his hole. Okay, my love. The next one. So I had one time an experience with a badger, and that was many years ago. And since then, everyone in my community knows that term. And in Russian, it's called barsuk. So, like, anytime we see a person like that, we always say, yeah, that's a badger. Yeah. I know what's up with this guy. That's a badger. All right. So the badgers, they want to bring everything from outside into their hole. Okay, and the last one, the last type, and then we're going to go to your questions and if there are any. And before I go into the next type, which is very popular nowadays, and the name of that type is the android, I also want to tell you that the one who comments the most is getting 30-minute session with me. And also what is available for you to ask personal questions, to inquire about our coaching, to get guidance, and to see how we can help you, is to set a 15-minute conversation with one of our coaches. The link is in this post, and we're going to post the link again with one of our coaches, Anne-Marie. So she should be watching as well. So maybe she will put a like on your comment or just post her link there. So that 15-minute conversation is available. We're starting a new coaching program, a new coaching group in January. And this is something that is available for you to discuss if you would be a good fit for that program. Okay, Android. Android is a new type. So androids became really popular and more popular during the time when we started realizing that physical power of a man is not that critical anymore. Okay, so many women that I coach are really attracted to tall men. So if you also are looking for a tall man, if you're attracted to tall men, please put yes, I am, into the comments. I'm looking for a tall man. And let me tell you, my love, tall men, the reason why women are attracted to tall men is because it is in the subconscious wiring that is something is telling us that this man can protect us. While in reality, it's not true anymore. In fact, a man who is computer literate, a man who is a part of the networks who own the future, can protect you so much better. It is not necessary to be physically fit anymore to protect you, especially if you live in an upscale neighborhood or if you live in a place where the crime is very low. In fact, if the end of the world is happening or any kind of situation, let's say even with pandemic, and you want to move out of the city, who is your protector? Who is your daddy? Who is the guy who is going to be that foundation, that stand-up guy for you and your children and your family and maybe your parents? It's not necessarily going to be that strong and tall guy physically. In fact, those tall guys are often really overvalued. Why are they overvalued? Everyone wants them. And, wanting just a tall guy physically is really equivalent to a guy wanting a woman with triple D's, and we don't like to be judged, right, by our physical features. We don't like to be discriminated. We don't like when men think of us like in terms of our size. And yet I see a lot of discrimination that women feel towards men. Yeah, I want necessarily a very tall man. Okay, so android actually is a man who is the stand-up guy for the future, and they becoming more and more attractive. Android is a guy who has a very deep relationship with the world of computers and the world of networks. Android is a guy who is not really that well connected to his feelings. In fact, an android is an efficient stand-up guy, but he lives in his own world. They are pretty self-centered, but they are not necessarily selfish, okay? They don't care if others have feelings, but they just never think that other people might have their own opinions or ideas or perceptions of the world. They are so sure of their perceptions and their ideas because they're very logical. They're very logical. They are used to algorithms. They can be really good programmers. They could be people who are very efficient in terms of setting the operations. So if you know any androids, please put yes, I know an android into the comments. Okay, my love, I'm just watching for questions if I need to leave a little bit more time. Okay, android is easily bored. He needs to digest information like a computer processor, eat it up. He needs a lot of input, and it can be all kinds of information: entertainment, constant sensations, substances. Androids are very smart. They can be loving and they can be loyal, and they are the most successful in our digital age. Also, another nice thing about the android, he has really a raw, strong sexual energy. And just a naked woman is the biggest turn on for an android. You don't have to do any whistles or tricks. Androids are just turned on by really anything. And when a young android is growing up, he often sees sex as something annoying and something that gets in the way of living. But when android becomes a husband, he can actually be really loyal. He's gonna love what he does. He's not going to be cheating on you, or he's not going to do anything erratic, unexpected. So there are some great benefits of dating him. So you can't directly influence them, but you can plug him into a wall, into electricity when he's not charged, which means that you can provide different kinds of entertainment for him, and which can include tasks, especially tasks related to technology. He's usually pretty omnivorous, which includes his ability to be attracted to any kind of woman who is willing to have sex with him. He prefers very smart or completely wild women. So you don't have to feed him anything fancy. You can be very direct with him, and in fact, he's not even going to understand you if you are indirect. You cannot be needy with him. If you're needy with an android, he's just gonna run for the hills. They make good husbands, but make sure that you have plenty of humans around, many girlfriends, a dog, a garden, a rose, and a lot of favorite music to listen to if you decide to captivate an android and bring him into your life. So those were my very funny types of men. Okay, so Natalie says my ex-husband was android. Yes, Kisha once told men. Yes, Kisha, you might need a wolf, a tiger, maybe an elephant. Yeah, who knows? Exactly. Beautiful. Oh, I see Anne-Marie posted the link to her 15-minute breakthrough call. Yes, absolutely. So whoever is a new student, whoever wants to inquire about our coaching program for the next year, we're starting in January. It is a kick-ass 6-month program to get your soulmate and really, really make it happen for yourself. So you are very welcome to book your call with Anne-Marie. So this is the moment that we're coming to. We're coming to the end of this first day of our Attract Soulmate free class, and if you have any questions, this is the moment to put them. If you don't have any questions, I'm just going to tell you what we're going to be going over tomorrow and on Friday. Also, by Friday, we are going to calculate who made the most comments And whoever made the most comments, whoever was the most active in this group till Friday gets 30-minute session with me. And I want to tell you that a session with me, like, I don't want to brag. Actually, yeah, why not? Maybe I should brag. But the truth is, 30-minute session with me can be as instrumental as many, many years of therapy. Sometimes an incredible breakthrough happens, something that you were waiting for your whole life. So I definitely work on many different levels of subconscious mind. So it is attractive if you want to get feedback, or if you want to get that switch, magnetic switch on. So I really want to invite you to be active in the group. So tomorrow, our topic is how to lead with your feminine and how to unleash your feminine magnetism. Thank you, Anne-Marie. I love that topic. Why is that topic so important? Well, because in this age when women became so independent, many of us became very independent. We're stand-up women. We're women who are solving problems. We're women who sometimes, raised our children alone by ourselves. Sometimes many women got disappointed in the masculine. So if you're one of those women, please put, yes, I was disappointed. Men disappointed me. Yes, it happens. It happens, my loves. It happens very often. And then a woman starts to take lead and she starts to emasculate men, or she starts coming to an interaction with a man from that standpoint, and they become like talking heads, and he friend zones her. And sometimes a distinguished, very interesting, giving woman would put her eyes on a man who would choose someone who can't compare at all. Has it ever happened to you? You would be thinking, oh my God, I have so many aspects to me. I am magical. I am deep. I am sacred. I am interesting. I am incredible. Why did this guy choose this piece of like gray? I mean, I don't know, like some woman who is still like so undeveloped, who is still full of issues, who is still full of her neediness or her patterns or negative. Why did he do that? Okay, and very often that happens when, yeah, men disappointed you. Yeah, I understand. So yes, my loves, disappointed started with the dad. Yeah, which means you should definitely set a 15-minute call with Anne-Marie to see what's up with your love blueprint, because we need to get those quirks out, because when I know men have been very disappointing to us. And in fact, I want to tell you more. Women are in avant-garde. We're in avant-garde of evolution. We're in avant-garde of spiritual development. We are gaining power. Of course, we are powerful. We are amazing. We are sacred. But we need to get out of our reactiveness towards men. Otherwise, we're just going to leave them behind. So if you still have this dream, if you still believe that it is possible, and I'm telling you that it is possible because I see it all the time with my clients and students, to bring in your true, like the person who was designed to be with you, the person who was going through similar things in his life as you were going. If you still believe in that, you need to heal that attitude with the masculine. You need to understand like where they were coming from when they were disappointing, their weakness, their own lack of good fathers, their own lack of good role models. I'm not even going to go there right now, but what I'm saying is that, yeah, we need to ourselves, we need to heal ourselves, and we need to create space for them to step up. I'm not saying we need to become their therapist. No, no, no. I'm not saying we need to become their mothers. God forbid. I'm not saying we need to become their buddies, friends. There is a mankind project for that. But we do need to create space for them to step up. We do need to do this. We cannot keep emasculating them. That is not helpful. That is not helping. So that's only putting them into a weaker and weaker position. So that's why, my love, it is so important to learn how to lean back into your feminine and how to unleash your feminine magnetism. Not only it's important strategically, but it is also really joyful and it's really fun, and it is just so nice to be in that feminine flow. And I want to tell you something else. Another perk of being in your feminine flow is that divine arts start to flow through you, like dance, poetry, yeah, dance and poetry and songs, and possibly you'll start writing books. The moment your feminine is unleashed, liberated, released, and the feminine is so big, it's not just like being this weak, meek, little nice girl. Not at all. The feminine is a full range. It is the wild woman, it is the Kali, it is the Aphrodite, it is also the Parvati, the homemaker. It is also a tender mermaid. It is so much. It is also your ancient deep root. The feminine is the biggest gift in the world. It is great fun. So yes, so please come tomorrow, same time. I want to wish you a beautiful night. If I see any questions here, I'm going to post some answers. And thank you so much for your support. Let's make this group amazing. And I want to share something with you. So I had other groups before, and this time we've decided to really make this a new group that would be more exclusive. Because what I've noticed is that when women have been successful in their inner work and achieving certain things in their life, that's what makes them more successful. When they really know that they need to work on something, they need to invest into themselves, just like you've invested in yourselves when you were getting your education. Just like I've invested in myself. I was reborn 9 times at least. I come from Soviet Russia, as you know, where we had 3 colors, brown, black, and white. Oh my God, I'm still wearing them. But in reality, yeah, I've changed and reinvented myself so many times and invested into myself. So our new slogan is invest in love. So this group is not for everyone. It is for women who are really serious about getting that partner, that real guy, the partner for the rest of your life. And we're only accepting those kind of women. So congratulations with being here. And definitely this is the time to do some amazing work. I'm sending you so much love. I can't keep trying to compete with your man. Yeah, absolutely. No competition. There is no competition. We'll talk about all of this tomorrow. Whatever questions you have, please put into the comments. It was wonderful to be here with you. I feel your hearts. I feel your attention. I feel that you're here, and I'll see you tomorrow. Mwah. Thank you so much for sharing this time and space with me, for sharing the eternity together as sisterhood. Bye-bye.